Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your bonus reading for September 2021. We're going to see how you can get the most out of your life in general this month in this first row. Then we're going to look at how you can get the most out of your wealth this month in your second row. And then we're going to look at how you can get the most out of your love life in your last row. So let's see here, Sagittarius. Two of Pentacles, I don't read reversals, but Two of Pentacles did come out in reverse in your first row. Kind of like immediately when I saw that, by the way, Sagittarius, I got this energy of kind of like overcomplicating things. So if you're trying to create abundance in your life, in any area of your life, because this is just in general, how to get the most out of September, I would say make sure you're not like overcomplicating things, making things more complicated than they need to be. You have this Beyond the Ordinary card here. Definitely love this. This whole entire reading is kind of like about, I would say your whole entire reading is about starting something new. You can't make this stuff up. Eight of Cups to the Magician to the Ten of Swords here. The Magician is literally about a new beginning. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. Literally just time to start something new. And you have this Open to Discovery card as well. I love this card. I love the imagery on this card. It's like a keyhole with like a new world, kind of behind it there, in this like current world. So I really feel this is one of those readings where it's saying, don't be afraid to kind of release your current life and to step into a new one. Because I feel like this reading isn't meant to be positive or negative. Again, it's meant to be about how you can get the most out of the month. It's meant to be more advice, right? And so I feel like that stepping into something new or walking away from things that no longer serve you is going to be the thing that leads to like a major increase here. You have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles here. I feel focus would be a good thing on the Eight of Pentacles. Again, I don't always say this, but the Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery, and he's only focusing on one thing. He is only focusing on those pentacles. And those pentacles could be anything. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a relationship. It could be relationships that you have in your life in general, like with family and things like that. It could be your health. It could be anything that you want to master, anything that you want to improve. The Eight of Pentacles says, just make it your focus. I know that sounds simple, but it is that simple. So I would just make something your focus. Again, I feel like there's no need to overcomplicate things either with the Two of Pentacles. I think you're like the second or third sign that has had this message of overcomplicating things. I think it's because of like school, I don't know. Anybody else fail algebra like 19 times like me? I think that school makes it seem like there have to be like all these extra steps to get something great, right? We're taught that we have to work hard. And trust me, I'm a hard worker. I love working. That's all I do, literally all day long. This isn't the only thing I do in my life, right? This isn't I have many other things that I do with my life, that I work on, other projects and things like that. And so I love working, but it's because I love doing it, right? I don't think we should have to. There are things that I do that make me very successful in life as well that don't require a lot of work, right? So I feel like there are things that we can do where we don't have to work hard necessarily. We should be working smarter. So I feel like for some of you, this whole first row is talking about looking at ways to kind of work smarter, not necessarily harder, to increase abundance in any area of your life. Same thing with love as well. I mean, this could be anything. Again, I think sometimes people think like love should be all this like drama and fighting and a roller coaster up and down and all that blah, 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 right? That just sounds like a nightmare to me, is what I would say to you, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be hard, right? Two adults should be able to come together and work out their problems very easily. Shouldn't be very complicated. So I feel for a lot of you, this first row is kind of like saying, I feel like there is an opportunity that's coming in for you with that Beyond the Ordinary card. It kind of represents something unusual entering into your life, and it's probably something that's a lot easier than what you've experienced in the past. You have the Ship. Again, you can't make this stuff up. The Ship is like a boat on the ocean. It is the Ten of Spades. In the playing card reading system, a little bit more positive than the Ten of Swords here, but it could be read as the same card. And it just represents going from one place to another. So clearly this is just a new beginning card. As usual with you, Sagittarius, this could be like a 3-minute reading. I could have just got on here and said, start something new, or, move on to something new, and you'll be, that's the best way to create increase in your life this month. You have the Crossroads here with the Two of Pentacles. The Crossroads is the Queen of Diamonds. And the crossroads literally just represents being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. I would pick the new path, especially with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles to me sometimes just says, pick the new thing. It's like you have a choice between two things in any area of your life. Two of Pentacles usually says the new option is the better option. Not always true. I'm oversimplifying here, but I would say for some of you, that's what this could be saying. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Book. The Book is the Ten of Diamonds. It is a card of abundance, success. It can represent like learning as well. And again, with the Eight of Pentacles, it is a card of like gaining a very, very deep understanding of something. So what I would say there with the Book is like the more you learn, the more you earn. With the Book card, again, I'm not to brag here, but I'm always learning about tarot. I have like a stack of books over here of tarot books, and every single day that I come here every single day to do my videos, and every single day I'm like flipping through some of those books. I'm like picking up new meanings and new reading, new ideas, and all sorts of stuff. Do a lot of the ideas work? No, most of them fail, right? But just keeping things fresh can lead to a lot of success, and that's what I would say here. It's like, again, not to brag, but just like one of the few changes. When my channel blew up, it's like one of the few changes I made. I just made it. I had been learning a lot, and I am like a learner, and I would learn about, tarot meanings and stuff like that, but I didn't make it get like a part of my practice. And that's what I feel like this is saying right here, is that there is something there, like learning should be a part of your daily practice, right? And again, I'm not spending hours and hours and hours a day doing this. I'm spending like 5 minutes at the beginning of every single day that I get here. I spend like a few minutes just flipping through, looking at some meanings, and then I'm like, oh, that's, something I didn't think about the Eight of Pentacles or whatever, right? And it just keeps things fresh, keeps things alive. I feel like you need that here. It'll, in all areas of your life, we forget things, right? So I would, that's a great way, I think, to increase your abundance this month. Next, in the area of your wealth, you have the Open to Discovery card here. Again, I feel like you just need to be open to discovering that things can be easy as far as your wealth is concerned. Things don't have to be overcomplicated. It's like almost like you're stepping into a very abundant place with this card here. You have the Seven of Swords, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups here. 2 sevens, to me, in the tarot, is internal fears that don't exist. So I would definitely let go of your fears. Seven of Swords can represent trying to make things perfect. He's trying to steal these swords, right, from this army that's back here, but he can't do it all. He can't keep all 2 swords here. It kind of represents the fact that you can never truly avoid every possible disaster in your life. I was driving here today. I was driving from my house. I was coming here to my office, and someone was on my side of the road. I was leaning on my horn, leaning on it, and the person continued to drive towards me. I don't know if they were drunk. I don't know. It was like, I don't even know what time it is. It's like 10:49 right now. It was probably like an hour ago, so it was probably like 9. I don't know if they were drunk or what, but they like last minute finally swerved. I was leaning on my horn. It's like we cannot avoid every potential disaster that could possibly happen, right? So Seven of Swords says, yeah, there's no point in worrying about it because you can't avoid everything. So for those of you that are thinking about starting something new with the Magician, Seven of Swords just says, number one, Seven of Swords says, don't be a lone wolf. It says there are people who are willing to help you carry some of the burdens, some of these swords right here that he's not carrying. Number two, it says that you can't make things perfect, so don't even try. Just get started and worry about things as they come, right? So it's like I could worry about people hitting me in my car, and I could just not drive, or I could drive and I could fix situations as they come to me by leaning on my frickin' horn, which didn't even help, but still, it is what it is, right? So that's what I would say here. Seven of Swords reminds us not to take things too seriously as well. He has polka dots on his shirt. Polka dots in the tarot represent needing to not take things too seriously. The Magician kind of says that it's time for a new beginning. You have everything you need to be successful. It's time to get started. Seven of Cups says, again, focus on what's important, which I definitely get here with the Eight of Pentacles as well. I feel like you need to, like I said, focus on what's important at this time. But let's see here what is going on for you. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Tower. The Tower is a card of isolation in the Lenormand. It's not like the Tower and the Tarot. To me, Tarot and Lenormand are two different systems. The Tower in the Lenormand represents, like I said, it can represent isolation or being isolated. So for some of you, I feel like there is like a very strong need for you to open up with this Tower card. I feel like there's a need for you to allow people to help guide you. And sorry, by the way, my allergies are ridiculously bad, so sorry about the voice here, but you have the birds here with the Magician, The birds is a card of intuition, is a card of trusting your intuition. The birds can represent messages that come to us, but we kind of need to like quiet the mind to hear the messages that the birds have for us. So I feel like quieting your mind would be a good idea with the birds. I feel like allowing messages to come in would be a good idea as well, or, finding those moments would be really good for you. With the Seven of Cups here, you have the Sun. Boom. The Sun is the Ace of Diamonds. This is what this is. It's like, you know what I would say here, Sagittarius, is that the Seven of Cups can be like an imagination. The Seven of Cups can be like, wouldn't it be nice if, that's how I think of the Seven of Cups. It's like that question. Wouldn't it be nice if I had 10 Lamborghinis? Wouldn't it be nice if I owned a giraffe as a pet? Wouldn't it be nice if I was, a millionaire or had all this wealth? I'm not saying you want to be a millionaire. Some people don't. Maybe to you, wealth is something different. Maybe wealth to you is, wouldn't it be nice if I had a bunch of friends, right? That's the Seven of Cups. Then that's like this one right here. You're like thinking of this one cup. Then all the what ifs start coming in. You're saying to yourself, well, maybe PETA would be mad at me if I had a pet giraffe. Maybe my aunt Peggy from down the road is afraid of giraffes, right? Maybe my cousin is allergic to giraffes. All the what ifs come in with the Seven of Cups. The Ace of Diamonds here, the Sun, just says, nah. You just need to focus on exactly what you want. Don't worry about all the what-ifs here with the Sun card. So, really good card of celebration and success. This is amazing. 10 of Diamonds to the Ace of Diamonds, very successful. So I would stay focused, like I said. Probably your most important advice here. Next in the area of love, you have the Into Me I See card, which is like intimacy. Some of you, I feel like, need to love yourself clearly. This is like a card of loving yourself, loving on yourself, taking care of yourself, realizing your worth, realizing that you're worth more as well. So, all those good things here. I'm going to pull an extra card, actually. Yeah, you have the Broken Open card as well. So for some of you, I feel like you need to like reveal your true self here. You have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the 10 of Swords here. This is about needing to walk away from something from the past. I do get, I'm not calling you out here, Sagittarius. I do feel for maybe one or, just a few of you here, that some of you might be in a relationship where you are conflicted, where you're thinking about leaving, but maybe you're conflicted about leaving. You're like, do I leave? Do I stay? What do I do? I always tell people, in those, I'm a big fan of working things out, right? Because I don't know if anybody out there, if you're in the dating world, it is a disaster, right? It is bonkers to be dating right now. So I would say if you're in a positive relationship, but maybe you're feeling like things aren't right or something is off, if you can communicate that and if you can fix it, I feel like that is a much better option than thinking that the grass is going to be greener on the other side. Obviously, if you're in something that isn't right, leave, of course. But if you're in something with someone where you love the person and you think you could work it out, I would communicate here. I see too many people that leave relationships, and again, I'm not telling you what to do, but I would say I see too many people that have left relationships. I've had people come to me many, many times in personal readings when I was doing personal readings that were like, I left this person and I regret it. Now I want them back and they don't want me back. I'm like, well, it's like, this is why I tell people to work things out or try, or at least try. If you try, at least you tried, right? And then, at least you put in the effort. You have the Five of Wands, Nine of Cups, 10 of Swords here. I feel like there's something you're wishing for here. Nine of Cups is a card of contentment, but to me it can be a little boring. It can say that you don't want to be just content in a relationship. You want something that's maybe more of an adventure with the Five of Wands. I feel like that could be coming in for you, but some sort of change needs to be made. With the Five of Wands here, you have the Bouquet and the Clouds. The Clouds is a card of confusion. But the bouquet is actually a pretty good card. The bouquet can represent a bouquet of flowers. It can represent an offer of love from a person, so not bad at all. I definitely feel there could be another fire sign coming in for some of you. Could be any sign, but the clouds could be a fire sign. For some of you, I feel like you're a little confused here about like what you want. We're going to look into this. With the Nine of Cups, you have two cards again. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Cross and the Bear. Literally two cards of a burden. So again, I feel like you have been burdened by past relationships or maybe by a current relationship that you're in right now. I'm going to pull an extra row. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Anchor, feeling stuck where you are, even though something is dead, done, over with. For some of you, it's pretty simple here, Sag. I feel like you just need to leave a current situation, and because there's probably something new. For others, this could just be your beliefs, that you're stuck to if you're not in a relationship situation. And it's like, this to me is like saying you need to realize that you've made a lot of progress. The bear is a card of burdens here, but it's actually a good card because it can represent learning, and it can say that you've made a lot of progress in your love life. And the cross here, it can be a card of having a cross to bear, having burdens, but it's also a good card because it says you're kind of moving on to the other side. Let's see here. You have the sun. I feel like you need to get attention. I would get out there if you want love for sure. You have the star. Damn, Sagittarius. I like this. This is very good. And you have the Four Wands, marriage. You can't beat that, Sagittarius. I would put yourself out there. For some of you, the sun and the star to me is fame and fortune, by the way. You could be attracting someone famous here, Sagittarius, but I feel like there could be a lot of positive attention coming in for you with those two cards. I also feel, this is like divine timing. I always say 11-11 here on the Four Wands. Two 11s. It almost looks like a pause symbol as well. Some of you, I feel like, have been on pause from love. And I feel like there's something much better, something that gives you hope coming in for you. This gives you hope, is what I feel like saying. I feel like this is amazing for your entire reading, just in general. I love that. Sun, star, Four Wands, it's like freedom, celebration, happiness. Yeah, I would let go of beating yourself up. This is called the whip. The whip represents whipping yourself in the back. It says choking. It doesn't have to do with choking, Sagittarius, but like I said, my allergies are crazy this year. Probably, I don't know why, but I'm going to edit that out there, Sagittarius. But yeah, I would say don't beat yourself up. The star, you have the mountain, having a mountain to climb. Don't be afraid to climb mountains. It's a card of success. And with the Four Wands, you have the lily, someone mature coming in for you. So definitely very good reading for you. The mountain kind of says you're getting to the top of a mountain where you will have the best views. So very good card. But this is a pretty good reading. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.